We have felt together with others the pressures that have been applied by the major powers on the United Nations members to vote for the partitioning of Palestine. And for all these reasons, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia will go on record as a country not bound by the partitioning resolution adopted today.
The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has consistently proclaimed that securing a lasting peace in the Middle East is conditional on the withdrawal of Israel from the Arab territories it occupies.
No one should ask the Arabs and the Palestinians more than they have already offered to do. It is Israel's turn to show its desire for peace. We, the Arabs, have proven our keen interest in peace. We do not know why Israel wants to keep this issue unresolved. I believe it to be against the interest of everyone that the issue remains as it is. But I am sure that eventually the issue will be resolved on the basis of legitimacy of rights. And it is widely acknowledged that we, the Arabs, are not asking for more than our legitimate rights. Indeed, we ask for peace, a reasonable, just peace. However, we will not surrender in the name of peace.
The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has long championed the cause of Palestinians from the time they were victimized by Israel. The Kingdom has considered it an issue affecting all Muslim and Arab people alike. Late King Abdulaziz was the first Muslim Arab leader to fight for this just cause at the Arab and international arenas. Succeeding kings, Saud, Faisal and Khalid, all followed in his footsteps. However, King Fahd ibn Abdulaziz's unwavering support to the Palestinian people will remain pledged till they regain their autonomous right. The Palestinian cause has remained the single most alarming concern which periodically brings the Arab leaders together in order to face up the Zionist challenges that threaten the common destiny of both the Arab and Muslim nations. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has consistently proclaimed its concept of the lasting peace that can be realized in the Middle East. It is peace that requires Israel to completely withdraw from the occupied Arab territories, including Jerusalem, and the recognition of the Palestinians' legitimate right to their land from which they were driven out. This also includes their right to self-determination, which should allow them to set up their own sovereign state. With the setting of fire to the Dome of the Rock, Al-Aqsa Mosque, the third holiest mosque in Islam, the kingdom's determination to free Jerusalem from occupation was intensified. Late King Faisal called for an Islamic summit which was held in Morocco in 1969. The Saudi leadership has remained truly dedicated to defending the Palestinians' cause, supporting their struggle for freedom through confrontation and diplomatic dialogue. But when the call for peaceful resolution of the conflict was made through multilateral channels, the kingdom endorsed the proposals. hoping that the Palestinian people may be saved from continual victimization and suffering. King Fahd bin Abdulaziz continues to marshal support for the Palestinians fighting the Israeli occupation. He takes every opportunity in Arab and international conferences to articulate and reiterate the Palestinians' plight and to advocate their legitimate right. This was another Israeli aggression against the Arab people. In 1982, the Israeli armed forces invaded Lebanon and savagely swept into the capital Beirut. Buildings and infrastructures were shelled and blown up indiscriminately, causing a human carnage. Corpses of children, old people and women littered the city.
بعدين جوزي راح وابوي وامي ميتين، ومين في بعد اللي بالدنيا؟ اخوي وحداني، يعني ما عاد الي حدا بالدنيا بالمره. يعني تمنيت لما فاتوا علينا كانوا قتلوني انا واولادي احسن.
A human tragedy of unthinkable scale. Civilians could not find refuge from the Israeli war machine.
مستقبلنا احنا السنة هون، بس بعدين هيئة يمكن بقرر وين احنا بكون، يمكن جنوب لبنان، يمكن شمال لبنان، والكل احنا كفحنا وقتلنا من شان العودة، من شان نرجع لبلدنا ولوطننا.
If peace in the Middle East is to prevail, the Arab blueprints for peace should be accepted and implemented. These provide for the legitimate rights of the Palestinians, including their right to establish their own state on their land by the Palestinian Liberation Organization. We wish, therefore, to emphasize once again that peace, security and stability cannot be established in the Middle East and in the world at large unless Israel withdraws from all occupied Arab territories, but foremost from Jerusalem. Then the legitimate rights of the Palestinians must be recognized, which encompass the right to self-determination and the establishment of their independent state on their rightful land.
The custodian of the two holy mosques, King Fahd bin Abdulaziz, has stressed the kingdom's firm policy over the Palestinian question and Jerusalem in particular. He declared the kingdom's firm belief that peace and stability in the Middle East cannot be attained unless Israel withdraws from all the territories it occupies. In addition, real peace cannot be secured until the Palestinian people regain their legitimate rights, but foremost their right to establish their own state and ruling government by the Palestinian Liberation Organization. These are the daily scenes from the Israeli occupation of Jerusalem, fires and destruction of the holy city, and randomly arresting Palestinian youths. Armed to their teeth, Israeli soldiers roam the streets, shedding the blood of civilian population resisting their curfews and occupation. The Arab-Israeli conflict is a history overwhelmed by Israeli treachery, terrorism, and bloody aggression. But the Palestinian people fought back in self-defense in order to hold on to their homeland and to resist occupation. In their struggle, the Palestinians have made tremendous sacrifices to hold on to their dignity and identity. One of the darkest chapters in this history was the partitioning of Palestine on the 29th of November 1947 by the... These are the daily scenes from the Israeli occupation of Jerusalem, fires and destruction of the holy city, and randomly arresting Palestinian youths. Armed to their teeth, Israeli soldiers roam the streets, shedding the blood of civilian population resisting their curfews and occupation. The Arab-Israeli conflict is a history overwhelmed by Israeli treachery, terrorism, and bloody aggression. But the Palestinian people fought back in self-defense in order to hold on to their homeland and to resist occupation. In their struggle, the Palestinians have made tremendous sacrifices to hold on to their dignity and identity. One of the darkest chapters in this history was the partitioning of Palestine on the 29th of November 1947 by the United Nations. The UN resolution was sponsored by the major world powers, which pressured other members to vote for this scheme, despite strong protestations by Saudi Arabia and other Arab countries such as Egypt and Syria. The partitioning resolution violated the UN Charter and lacked several legal requirements. Both the people and government of Arab and Muslim countries vehemently denounced the partitioning resolution as unjust. It denied the Palestinians' right to self-determination. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has decided since then to advocate the Palestinians' cause and to support their struggle by providing both material and moral support till they regain their rightful land. Over the years, the Kingdom has repeatedly proven this long-established commitment and has continued to assume the leading role against this illegitimate occupation. The Saudi Peace Initiative that was proposed to the Arab Summit in Fez, Morocco, clearly reflected the Kingdom's policy on how the Arab-Israeli conflict can be resolved on the principles of justice and legitimacy. Peace could be only achieved through the recognition of Arab and Muslims' right in Palestine. The Kingdom stands for real peace, but not any capitulation masked by false peace. The custodian of the two holy mosques, King Fahd bin Abdulaziz, explained that the Saudi Peace Initiative was not a personal scheme he had authored, but a declaration of principles for peace that we in Saudi Arabia believe and understand. He said, quote, "These principles are not of my own composition, but indeed embody United Nations resolutions adopted either by the Security Council or by the General Assembly. Since under the UN Charter, the Security Council was given primary responsibility in the area of peace and security, they can be integrated into one resolution and then adopted by the Council to become a framework for a just and comprehensive settlement of the conflict." Unquote. This Saudi policy has remained firm, whether articulated by the government or by the Saudi people's contributions. The kingdom has consistently honored its commitments in paying its allocated share for the socio-economic development projects in the occupied territories under the auspices of the UN Agency for the Relief of Palestinian Refugees. The Palestinians' civil disobedience, known as Intifada, spread like fire throughout the occupied territories, protesting against Israeli repression and its baseless policy of blowing up houses and indiscriminate killing of innocent unarmed civilians. Young people, mostly children, fight the Israeli war machine and high-tech equipment with mere stones as their only means of retaliation and weaponry. Yet every day, Israeli soldiers shoot them with bullets and disperse them with tear gas. And every day, scores of young people die or get badly hurt from these bullets. These brave patriots are ready to sacrifice their lives until their homeland is free.
لا تصور، انصرف من هون.
أنا ساكنة هون، رايحة على بيتي.
مش من هون، امشي يلا.
شو بتسوي هون؟ تلفزيون. منطقة مغلقة، انصرف من هون.
لماذا؟ في اشتباكات.
نطلع من هون.
ادخل من هون. مجد الأبوة والسؤددات.
رايحين على بير زيد.
ولا انت رايح على اي مطرح؟
ليش؟ احنا صحافة عالمية، تلفزيون.
امشي من هذه المنطقة.
معنا تصريح.
تحديدا بير زيت لا يمكنك دخولها.
وريني تصريحك.
ما عندك تصريح لدخول المنطقة.
وريني تصريحك، وين هو؟
نعم، إذا أنت وريتني ما يخولك أن تكون هنا.
هذا تصريحي.
هذا تصريحك؟ هذه البندقية؟ هذا مش تصريح.
These young freedom fighters have shown the world their plight and suffering under the Israeli occupation. The Palestinians' popular uprising, or Intifada, has revealed to the world Israelis' disregard of basic human rights, their violations of eternal values, and their repressive measures.
طيب بس كيف يعني تصورون يعني مسيرة الانتفاضة كيف يعني هل تتابعون أو
الانتفاضة الموجودة حاليا بالضفة الغربية هي انتفاضة عامة تشمل كل أبناء الشعب الفلسطيني وموجهة ضد الاحتلال بكل صور الاحتلال.
هل كانت ضحايا؟
يعني كانت عدد كبير من الضحايا.
والجيش الإسرائيلي يحيط قرية بير زيت فين يعني الآن الجيش؟
في نقطة للجيش هون أرض هيل يعني.
نعم.
والجيش طبعا بيجي من هاي الطريق، من طريق رام الله.
وهل تنتظرون أنه هيكون هجوم؟
بالتأكيد الجيش الإسرائيلي معه أوامر يعني shoot to kill. هو معوش أوامر إنه يفرق المظاهرة، مع أوامر إنه يقتل. ماشي، هم بيتصوروا إنه القبضة الحديدية the iron fist إنها الناس إذا دفعوا ضحايا كتير الناس بيوقفوا.
نعم.
الثورة ما بتوقف والانتفاضة ما بتوقف. دفعنا شهداء، دفعنا جرحى، دفعنا معتقلين وأسرى. مش ممكن الانتفاضة توقف. الانتفاضة هاي مستمرة حتى النصر.
Does Israel really want peace and stability in this region? No, Israel does not desire peace. The Arabs attended the Madrid conference in order to search for peace. They desire peace, not war or tension, which has characterized our region for a long time. Why else did the Arabs go to Madrid, if not to discuss peace? It has been said in the past that the Arabs were not interested to negotiate directly with Israel. That is no longer true. The Syrians negotiated with Israel, as did the Egyptians before them. The Palestinians and Jordanians have also successfully negotiated with the Israelis. Therefore, no one should blame the Arabs by saying that they are not interested in peace, for their actions attest otherwise.
إذن ماذا كيف أحد يحمل العرب أي مسؤولية أنهم هم اللي لا يريدوا السلام؟